I really need some opening music. I was sitting here thinking about Drama Alert, and I have that nice intro, and he goes, "What is up, Drama Alert Nation?" And it just kind of flows together, where I just break the silence. Huh. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm the Ranting Monkey. We're here on a I'm really bored stream. I literally have no other reason to be streaming. I was just playing Red Dead Redemption 2 over on the game channel, which I was having a lot of fun with. It went very well, but we were over the 2-hour mark, and I try not to get those too much longer than that. And so I went through the house, and the kids are gone. My sons have both gone back to their houses. My daughter, she's over at her in-laws' house, and Lady Monkey's asleep. So, well, fuck. What am I going to do with my life? And that's when I thought of you guys. Like, yeah, let's go talk to the kind folks in my chat. I mean, I really wish I had something that was like motivating me to do this. The Twitter sphere, Twitter machine, Twitter thing hasn't been all that exciting to me today. I haven't been on it very much, so I don't even know what's really going on. I've been in a semi-argument with somebody who is a little bit racist, and that's been fun, I guess, but otherwise, I don't even know much of what's going on. I did just see that Anna Kasparian is out there claiming that Nancy Pelosi's killing people. Well, in fairness, she just retweeted somebody saying Nancy Pelosi killed people. Wonkette tweeted out, "Hey, remember when Nancy Pelosi killed 45,000 Americans by passing Obamacare?" And Kasparian tweeted out, "Pelosi just granted a massive tax cut to private insurance industry in the House spending bill. But don't you dare criticize her because she's a woman. Can't tell the truth about female corporate Democrats without the media smearing you as sexist." Now, she's not wrong, but it is weird to hear it coming from Anna Kasparian. She goes on to say, also pretty insulting to be barred from valid critique if you're a woman. No. Should women get treated with kids' gloves in politics? I know I wouldn't want to be treated differently from my male colleagues, even if it made me immune to criticism. Again, she's not wrong, but what in the fuck are we actually talking about here? Nico, thank you so much. Left eating their own again, I see. Maybe, and I'm just throwing this out there. Somebody asked if, Anna, is TYT waking up? Maybe being going against the party machine is having some people wake up and be like, maybe we shouldn't let people be immune to criticism because of their genitals or the color of their skin or, some tragic event in their past. Thank you, Pincalo, who says, "Welcome to Bizarro World." I know, right? So it was a little weird seeing that. It's I'm not quite sure how to handle it. I'm not quite sure how to process that. Anna Kasparian actually saying we should be able to criticize women, Democrat women specifically, Nancy Pelosi specifically. Anna, I get it. You're out there. You're a Bernie bro because that's what you're paid to be on the show. And okay, I need to take that back a second. It's not just because she's paid to be on the show. She might actually be a Bernie bro. But I get that you're a Bernie bro, but that's Anna, that's a hard line to take. Again, she's not wrong, though. Also, Monkey, don't forget it's Anna. She's better than you. Yeah, Anna's better than all of us. I'm fucking better than you. This is what I've been talking about with the Democratic Party. If Bernie or Warren, if either one of them even gets close to the nomination, you are going to see the party tear itself apart. Thank you, Nico, who says Pelosi's district is a shithole. Yes, it is. It's largely a large part of it is San Francisco. So it is a literal shithole. There's shit everywhere. Do you think she walks around in her high heels in that city? I'm betting she doesn't. It's gonna be interesting to see them going after each other and being like, look, this is why I really want it to be Warren rather than Bernie. I know I'm not for any of these people, but if you make it a woman, then you can also do like Anna's doing here, and see what her critique is when it's a woman. Three-sided coin. Thank you, or it's not. Thank you. Says actually, Pelosi lives in the only gated community in San Francisco. I'm not shocked. I know she lives in the gated community. Didn't Laura Loomer go out there and put some Mexicans over the tiny little wall at her house? But yeah, it's not that I don't mean to thank you for the engagement. I usually say thank you for super chat. So I'm a little bit crazy. Only one in the district. It's sad. Yeah, but it's not surprising that a Washington elitist is like that. And then, for the record, I don't mean that just because she's a Democrat. You're not seeing a whole bunch of Republicans living in the slums either. Thank you, three-sided coin, who says, there you go. Sometimes I just get a little ahead of myself. Instead of just pointing out somebody was saying something in chat. Yep, Loomer did that and was arrested. Yeah, it was kind of a stupid protest, really, because Loomer's trying to show that, support for Trump in the wall, and she did it by climbing a fucking wall, which basically helped the side that say walls don't work. Walls do work. Watch as we go over this wall to put Mexicans on her lawn. Oh, goodness. Sometimes people don't think things out very well. Oh God, is this guy still going? I upset one of the people in this argument I'm having. Did you guys see the Dutch sex ed book? I don't know if I can show it here on YouTube. I'm going to, but it's just a drawing. It's a drawing. They even have people shitting in supermarkets. Do they really? That's disgusting. I mean, it's disgusting enough to be shitting on the street, but shitting in a supermarket aisle, that's really nasty. But anyway, I don't know. I don't speak Dutch. I don't speak Deutsch. But this is a thing that's going around on Twitter, that this is a book for children or for Dutch children is what it says. It doesn't necessarily say in the Netherlands, but I'm guessing it's in the Netherlands because it's for Dutch children. First of all, I want you guys to pay attention. Look at the different sperms. You got this really happy one, a really mad one with his tongue out as he's going snorkeling, another kind of goofy, happy one. This one looks like he's off to rape somebody. That one's asleep. This one's sad. And that one looks like he just saw the best cookie in the world. It's kind of weird. It's kind of odd. But then the next part. Remember, YouTube, this is sex education. This is from the Dutch. This is sexual education. They actually, they have this giant penis just drilling through the side of a woman. That's not how vaginas work. It should be coming up from down this way, actually. Up. It goes up into the woman, not back towards her spine. But there's people who got upset about this because it's encouraging interracial coupling. It's interracial coupling. Now, my first thought when I saw this was, dear God, what age group is this for? Because I'm just going to show you guys again. Sorry. look at the way this is written. The rather large type. This looks like it's for older or for younger kids to me. They even got a little what is it, ladybug up in the corner. It's really weird. And that to me was the big thing when I first saw it. Like, good God, what age group is this for? That looks like it's for grade schoolers. That seems a bit inappropriate for them. That seems like it's for I don't know, maybe a second or third grade class at best. And that seems very, I mean, you got a penis drilling through a woman. Now they're supposed to label the different parts of the person, which I guess makes it educational. But to me, that to me was the issue. Like, good God, why are you showing this to children? Children that young. And again, I don't know what grade it was for. I wish I had some more context to it. This popped up on Twitter from somebody named Active Patriot who says a sex education book given to Dutch kids, and that's all it says. So I have no other. Sorry, guys, my heater just kicked on. I have no other context here. But it really does look like it's for very young children. But apparently, the big problem is actually there's a black dude and a white chick. That's the real problem. It's a black dude and a white chick. Because apparently we're in the 1950s again. Or this is going to cause a whole bunch of white chicks to go out and get banged by black guys instead of white guys, and there go all the lovely creamy white babies. Like, what the fuck are you mad about for that? The tweet that started it all, the racial nonsense that I've been a part of, is somebody who said, I commend their willingness to show it how it is, but their choice of woke actors for it is entirely wrong. Why? What? Why? I don't understand. And I've tried asking, and the guy eventually just like, oh, never mind. And then he has some friend of his or somebody who decided to jump in on his side is really having a problem with me going, I don't see the problem. He's convinced they did it. They used a black guy and a white girl to purposefully cause controversy. I'm like, well, how do you know that? How do you know that? Maybe, and I'm just throwing this out there, they were like, put a black guy and a white girl together. Who cares? It's 2019. Who cares? Just, maybe, just maybe, that's what they were going for. But yeah, I don't know. Apparently nobody's going to make little white babies anymore because of the Dutch are all going to be a nice mocha color going forward because of a sex ed book for kids that has a black dick just destroying a white chick's stomach. Oh. It's funny though, man. It's funny seeing people get pissed off about it. To me, the biggest problem with it, besides it looking like it's for children, is that he is drilling through that chick's lower abdomen. That is not where the vagina is placed, unless Dutch chicks are really fucking weird, man. The vagina's down, it goes upwards. It goes up and in. It's not straight in like that. That was some disturbing imagery for me. Here, let's see if we can't. I want to show you this because it's disturbing me, and now I have to disturb you. He is drilling straight through her stomach. That's her lower stomach right there. Her legs should be up, and he should be coming up this way. That's apparently the Dutch don't understand how sex works. But he's also, look, he's swinging it too, man. Look, he's about to hit her fucking spine here. He is going to cripple this woman. But look, they're in love, you guys. They got little hearts up here. Oh my God. That to me, I'm like, this is ridiculously inaccurate. Thank you, Cryptic. I won't have issues with destroying anything. Fair enough. What are you destroying? You're Asian, so I know you're not destroying any spines. When I'm looking at that picture, I mean, like that is actually disturbing to me. I had nightmares about it last night. Like that thing was just impaling this woman, cutting out a cave for itself. Yeah, there's some folk mad at me because I don't think that race should be a big deal about that fucking picture. Silly me. Just because I preach color blindness all the time. I guess I'm an asshole now for thinking we should do it when color blindness should actually be a thing. Be thankful it's just a drawing. I know, right? Because man, that poor, if that was a real woman, she'd have needed surgery. Jeanette says interracial sex is weird. Well, apparently interracial couples are weird. And I don't know what time machine I stepped into. I hate pulling the current year argument, but quite seriously, current year. Does it being inaccurate make you more or less likely to get a strike? I don't know. Look, you can talk about sex as long as you're talking about and even have sexual imagery as long as you're talking about it in an educational way, which I am. That is not how the vagina is positioned. If you try to shove your dick into that part of a woman, you're going to kill her. I'm just throwing that out there, especially if you make it through. Sounds like you're in an argument with Nick Fuentes. I don't know who these people are. I actually found this argument because of SoFane responding to it. Because yes, I still follow Fane and I love my man Fane. And this is one of those arguments where we're pretty much in complete agreement. Jeanette says, I love my white boyfriend. Well, good for you. I am of the opinion I don't care what color you're dating. I really don't. White, black, brown, mix them all up. Give us one just lovely shade of tan. If we all mix long enough, we'll just have one shade of tan and everybody can stop bitching about color. Although even then, because we're the human species, there will be people who are darker and those who are lighter, and they'll be like, those darkies over there. Because that's what we do. Attic says, I don't date black women because I don't want to disappoint them. Becca, yeah, sperm also don't have moods and faces. Look, the real problem here is that black and white chick. That's the problem. That's the fucking assholes. Get over it. I spent a lot of time talking about, people whining about race and stuff last night. And I should have brought this one up too, because it goes both ways. You have assholes all over the place. And that's a big problem we have. Too many assholes. Just too many fucking assholes out there who have their opinions and share them and no brain to back them up. They're going to get rid of all the little white babies. Now, nobody said that, but what else is your problem there? Seriously. Was there someone seriously mad about interracial couples? They've been a thing for a long time. Well, Jeanette, they claim it's not really a racist thing for them. It's just that they're indoctrinating children. Like, well, indoctrinating children into what? Into the idea that it's okay to be with somebody of a different color? How dare you? How dare you? How very dare you, sir? For Christ's sake. I mean, God. There's not much more to say about that. Just And when I'm done here, I'll have to go see what he said, because he's tweeted a few things in response now. Because he said I was stupid because I'm like, he said to me, what was it? They knew what they were doing when they made that cover. They knew. I'm like, well, the first thing I saw was that this seemed like it was probably inappropriate for children. The race thing wasn't an issue. And he was like, you can pretend to be stupid. Like, all right. Whatever helps you sleep at night, dumbass. Oh, fucking. This is why I don't go out and talk to people very often, because this is the kind of asshole that's in the real world somewhere. Yeah. Complaining about interracial couples in a Dutch textbook. Netherlands have many colored people due to the old Dutch colonies like Suriname. Is that how you say that? Well, the majority of the Netherlands is white. It's something like 77% white. But that doesn't mean you can't have interracial couples. I feel like the fact that we just have different colored people makes it okay to have interracial couples. Just throwing that out there. Oh, man. Female suspect known as Little Devil to be tried as an adult in grisly M13 slayings. Well, that's what you get when you fuck around with the MS-13. What the fuck does MS-13 stand for? I know somebody's told me before. And they're like mentally stunted 13s, something like that. I can't remember. A young woman who is accused of luring 4 MS-13 gang member victims to their deaths in a brutal 2017 slaying will be prosecuted as an adult, a judge ruled Thursday. The suspect was 8 months shy of her 18th birthday when she participated in the savage 2017 slayings on Long Island, luring members of a rival gang into a wooded area. Oh, she promised to do butt stuff with them, didn't she? A wooded area in central Islip, I don't know, with another female where they were bludgeoned to death. Wow. They thought they were getting butt stuff and they got beat to death instead. There should be an extra charge for that. There should be an extra charge for that. 13th letter is M, Mexicano. What? I still think it stands for mentally stunted. And I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah. You need to be careful if some woman is going like, "Hey, I'll take you into the woods with your friends there, and we'll do butt stuff," because you're either going to end up in a porno and or you're going to end up beaten to death. I'm not sure which is worse. MS-13 stands for Mara Salvatrucha. Mara being Spanish for gang, Salva referencing El Salvador, and trucha being a slang term meaning clever. I'm still going with mentally stunted. I get it. That's probably what it actually means. You're probably right, but I'm sticking with mentally stunted. Wait, how old were the people that were killed? It said she would be tried as an adult. Did pedos get killed? I don't know. I didn't read that much of the story. Here, let me go back to it. Doesn't really say. There's a whole bunch of there's 4 other people who were 4 male MS-13 gang members are already awaiting trial for the quadruple murders. 2 other pled guilty and were sentenced to 50 and 55 years in prison. Prosecutor alleged the group schemed to have a pair of female associates lure the 5 suspect rivals from the 18th Street gang to the wooded area. Jesus Portillo, somebody 18, pleaded guilty to stabbing 4 suspected rival gang members and bludgeoning them to death in a municipal park in what prosecutors called a horrific frenzy of violence. Portillo, who was just 15 when he committed the slayings, faced life in prison for the savage murder, but a federal judge went easy on him in June, giving him 55 years. Yeah, it doesn't tell how old the victims were. Yeah, so I don't know. They well, there's a picture here. They look rather young. I mean, the youngest of them looks, I would guess, 14, but I don't know when that picture was taken of him. So look, it's dumbass gangs doing dumbass gang shit. And yeah, they got a whole bunch of people going to jail over it, thankfully. Missing woman texted she was afraid after leaving bar with strange men. Why'd you leave the bar with strange men? I'm not victim blaming. A 29-year-old Alabama woman has been missing for a week after she left a bar with two strange men and texted a friend that she might be in trouble. Peyton Lane Houston, 29, of Trussville, was last seen on December 10th at the Tin Roof, a live music bar chain in Birmingham, Alabama. Police Sergeant Johnny Williams told the website that after she left the bar around 10:45 with two heavy-set black males, her last text message sent to a friend said that, quote, she didn't know who she was with and felt she could be in trouble. Well, why'd you... That's not going to end well. There's nothing about that story that's going to end well. Ladies, for fuck's sake. I said "fut" because I just read Cryptic saying "butt" in Super Chat. Thank you, Cryptic. More victims of butt stuff. I mean, it's not victim blaming. It's warning other women. Don't do stupid shit. Don't do stupid shit. Why in the actual fuck would you leave a bar with people you don't know? And yeah, Faithless, dial 911 for fuck's sake. Depending on the area, they will track your fucking phone right to you. Turn on your GPS for fuck's sake, man. My God. I might be in trouble. These guys' dicks are huge. We really need to have a talk with women about safety. Jack says, I'll blame the victim. This girl was stupid. You're not wrong. You're not wrong that she was stupid, but whenever we talk about this kind of stuff, we, like blaming the victim. I don't blame her. If she got, just because she left with somebody doesn't mean she deserved anything. Doesn't mean anybody had any right to hurt her if she is hurt. But there's this idea out there that women don't need to protect themselves. That all we need to do is teach men not to do bad stuff to women. No. Because the kind of men who would do that, they're not the kind of men who are going to listen anyway. They're criminals. They're horrible people. What you need to be doing is point out the fact that you need to protect your fucking self. Vegas asked, does it mention the first time this chick went missing? No. Did she go missing a second time? Or is this like a second or third time she's been missing? How many times has this woman gone missing? We're pretty much in the same place when we first reported her missing. Investigators are reviewing surveillance footage that is yet to be released to the public. The police sergeant could not say for certain whether foul play was a factor. Yeah, it doesn't say. At least in this ad, or in this article, it doesn't talk about whether or not she's gone missing with strangers before. I mean, she's been missing though since the 20th. She's been missing a full week now. That's not a good sign. Let's see. When the hell am I the only woman who is smart enough to be friends with the bouncers at my pub, know the bartender well, and only leave with friends? Angela, I don't know if you're the only woman, but that is definitely a smart thing to do. There's no goddamn reason to be running around with strange people. Look, I don't think men should necessarily be running around with strange women. That's how you end up robbed or murdered in your sleep. I heard today they're going to allow you to get a concealed carry permit online in Tennessee starting January 1st. What do you think? Good or bad? You know what? I don't have a problem with it. My thoughts on concealed carry have always been the same. If you're doing it right, nobody's going to know you're carrying anyway. So the idea of a permit is a little silly to me. I don't understand why you need a permit. If the police frisk you and you have a gun on you, you have a right to keep and bear arms. The idea that you can't conceal that arm, the only way you're going to see it is if it's somebody doing bad shit, which they're going to do with or without a permit. It's just kind of fucking stupid. It's one extra step of the government pretending they get to give you rights. There's no good reason for a ban on concealed carry. There's really not. Because the only people that you have to worry about with the concealed carry, you're going to have to worry about any fucking way. The criminals. The good people who are running around with a concealed gun, they're going to follow their law. All right. So, but why make them? Why make them jump through some hoop or prove that they're good enough? There's no discretionary language in the Second Amendment. Concealed carry should be a right enshrined by the Second. I agree, Faithless and Deathlock. Those are both very valid points. But yeah, it's another fucking moronic thing, like them giving you permission to do something you should have the right to do anyway, because a couple of people are afraid. Oh, concealed carry. It sounds kind of scary, doesn't it? Concealed carry. He's hiding his gun. So, would you prefer he's wearing it on his hip? When you do have people who wear them on their hip, you call them cowboys. That guy thinks he's a cowboy. You say it with such disdain in your voice. The person who you should worry about concealed carrying are usually the people who don't have much respect for the law anyway. Exactly. There's no good reason to have concealed carry be such a government controlled thing. And all you need says, yes, I prefer open carry. I don't care either way. Because anybody who's running around with a gun in public that I need to worry about, it's not going to matter my opinion of concealed versus open carry. And because they don't give two shits about the law to begin with. We have this real weird idea in America, and I mean in general, that if we pass a law, criminals are not going to break it. You know, those people, those fucking people who literally are defined as people who break the law, they're not going to break the law if you pass the right law. You pass the right law, they will stop being bad people. If you make it so they're not allowed to conceal carry, well, then they won't hide a gun and go in and rob a bank or go in and shoot up a liquor store. They'll be like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to leave my gun at home. What the fuck am I gonna do now? They made it so I can't conceal carry. It's so fucking stupid. It's fucking retarded. So yeah, to answer your question, I have no problem with concealed carry, and if they want to do it through, my only problem with the Tennessee thing there is that it should be legal already with no need to register for it or anything. It should be your natural right. Oh my God. Robbing a bank with harsh words, right, Lisa? Yeah, they're just going to be great, nice people who never break the law. because that's what most people look, guys. We just need to pass the right law, and nobody will ever shoot anybody anymore. There won't be any domestic violence anymore. There won't be any knife slayings or acid bombs or any of that other kind of weird shit that happens when somebody gets a bug up their ass and they decide to kill people. That'll all go away if we could just find the exact right law that stops them from being shitbags. That's what we're saying here. So we're saying with the stupid shit like the 10-round magazine. Like somebody's going to be like, fuck, I wanted to shoot 11 people. Well, I guess I'll play video games instead. It takes like a second to replace a magazine and a gun. But yeah, that if you just make it 10 rounds, that'll stop people from shooting people. I actually had an argument with some asshole. Over on the Streamlabs, let me get to this real fast. X43, thank you so much, who says, this is so on topic with what I'm reading right now. It's scary. The political intelligentsia, possessed of their own vision, if their actions do not result in their vision, that doesn't mean the vision's wrong, just that they didn't do it hard enough. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. You have to slowly take rights away until you get that perfect world that they're trying to build. Because that's the problem, you guys. It's how the laws are. We just didn't word it right. That's all. I don't remember the other point I was about to make. Oh, I was arguing with somebody about the magazine thing. Like, what do you think a 10-round magazine is going to do? Well, that'll give somebody time to rush them. Really? Do you realize how quick it is to change a magazine? I talked about this with Polly the other day. Polly can do it in less than a second. But he's a competitive marksman. But there's video out there where you can see starting with trained to mid-range trained to untrained people and how long it takes them to change a magazine. And it's a second. Look, it'll give people time to pop up from under their desks and run at the guy. Nobody's going to fucking run at the guy. That happens very, very rarely. And usually that person ends up shot. I applaud people who do that, but I don't think it's that 1 second. The people watch too much goddamn TV when it comes to guns. Too much goddamn TV, because it takes the bad guy like 15 seconds to change his ammo. Doesn't take that long. Switching out a magazine is very fast. And maybe if you're doing a revolver and you don't have a speed loader, that might take a little bit longer. It's just so fucking stupid. Oh, Jackie boy, you want to come hang out, my friend? I didn't invite anybody because it's a Monkey in the Morning after party, and I never know who's around and who's doing what. So I'll toss you the invite. If you don't want to come, that's cool. If you do, that's also cool. It's just the whole notion of we just have to get the right law, because that's what it is. We just have to get the right law. We just have to. What is it? Virginia, man, they're trying to get the right law. They're basically banning every gun. Now, there'll be people out there, that's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing. Like, yes, it is. If you look at the very vague fucking language that they use, pretty much all guns are going to go away because it's an arbitrary bunch of nonsense. And, hey, Jack, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm bored. I'm bored out of my mind. The family's asleep. Well, my wife's asleep and the family's over at their in-laws' house and the other family's back home. So it's just me. And I'm like, I need to do something. And here I am.
I understand that feeling.
It's how I roll, man. How you been, bud?
Okay.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Didn't do anything. Went and saw the crappy Star Wars movie.
Oh, was it as bad as you expected?
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was still bad. My brother ranting about it in the car on the way home was far more entertaining than the actual movie. It was largely just boring.
Gotcha. And yes, remember, guys, we're not going to ruin it for you. I have a 2-week limit before or after a movie's released before we'll talk about any actual what's the word I'm looking for?
Spoilers?
Spoilers. Thank you. So
You and my mom should hang out together and have dementia together.
Look, I have word dementia. That's okay.
Uh-huh. Should get that looked at.
I think it's from all the falls down the stairs.
I think so too.
Oh man, I just slipped a little bit on the stairs at the bottom today. Oh, you weren't here. I fell down the stairs the other day, Jack. Not a hard one. Calm down. But I was on the phone with Little Butt at the time. And when I'm on the phone with Little Butt, she's on speakerphone. And I often talk to her mom in the background and stuff. But Little Butt and her mom both heard me fall down the stairs. So they were very, very concerned. So my daughter's here, and earlier today, just when I hit the bottom stair, my left foot just gave me a sharp pain. And I just fell into the wall a little bit. I didn't fall. I just, when you try to get off like if you step on a tack or something, you jump up. Yeah. And sometimes that can make you fall or trip into a wall kind of thing. That's all I did. And my daughter, she told her husband, go see if he's okay. I'm like, I'm fine. I didn't even fall. Relax. Ranting Monkey loses a word with every fall. Hey, stop it. Move to a single-story house. We will eventually. It wasn't even really a stumble. It was just a sharp pain, and it was sharp enough that I immediately pulled my leg up off of it. So we're programmed to do that, guys. You're not supposed to lean into the pain. So I kind of bounced against the wall because I was on the bottom stair. Anyway, that's not what we were talking about. We were talking about guns, Jack. How do you feel about concealed carry?
I like it.
Do you think it's something that's my view of it is it's something that should be legal, period.
Yep.
I don't see a very good reason for it not to be.
No, it's just governments want power over people, so they restrict that sort of thing. I don't like open carry. I think that's virtue signaling for right-wingers.
Now, I don't have a problem with open carry. I think it's a little bit weird sometimes because you're right. I think the virtue signal part. But if somebody wants to carry a gun on their hip, I don't give a shit. As long as it stays on their hip, unless it's needed, I don't really give a fuck. But for me, like I said, the concealed carry, unless they're stopped and frisked for some reason, how the fuck do you even know they have it?
From what I've seen, a lot of people that conceal carry are really bad at it. So if you know what to look for, you can see if someone's carrying.
Sure. Well, there used to be this guy that would come into Walmart and he had concealed carry, but he would keep it. You could see it in his jacket when he bend just a little bit.
Yeah.
And he always freaked out the little retarded kid who was our door greeter. And I'm not being mean. He was actually retarded. And he would come to me, Frank, that guy has a gun. I'm like, calm down. He's allowed to. He's all right. He's all right. Just leave him alone. No big deal. And there was never a problem with the guy or anything. Yeah, but you're right. Every time we saw it,
Yeah. I've seen a few times where people with open carry go in and somebody, usually some crazy loon lefty, will try and start shit with them. Mm-hmm. Either calling management or there was actually one time where somebody tried to disarm a guy. But yeah, that's why I don't like open carry. If you're going to carry concealed, because you don't want to advertise that you're armed to the wrong people. Because at most, a worst case scenario, somebody with bad intentions is in there, you just gave them an extra gun because they're going to shoot you first.
Fair enough.
And then they have twice as much ammunition, most likely.
Purple Pill Perspective says, Ranting Monkey, I started my own stream because I enjoy your show so much. No one watched, but I have to admit there's something cathartic about ranting into a microphone for a couple hours. If I miss a day, I'm a little bit stir crazy. This is kind of like my going outside. Jack, I didn't say Fred, I said Frank.
Yeah, he said Frank. I think you heard him wrong.
Yeah, you need to get your ears checked, man. Have you fallen down the stairs? With the open carry, we had one guy who came in. I only ever saw him once, and he was your cowboy, Jack. He had on the the 10-gallon hat, the boots, and everything. Wyatt Earp, and he was another one. That poor retarded kid, man. He freaked out about this stuff every time. He's like, Frank, there's a guy with a gun. Like, he's all right. Just leave him be. I don't know how much virtue signal is and how much it's part of a costume.
Well, there's that element of it, but it's sort of like that. Look what I got kind of thing.
Sure.
I think you're just making yourself a target when you do that.
You don't think it's a deterrent in any way?
No, I think it's an invitation for problems.
Fair enough.
There are some people that will be deterred by it, but most people will know where your weapon is, know which side it's on, and what kind of holster you have. Is it a control hold holster? So it means you have to draw straight up. So all they have to do is get you off balance or attack you at the waist. Can they take that weapon from you then? You know, you're creating a scenario where you're setting yourself up to be in a problem. And then there's the virtue signal aspect of, look at me, I'm badass. Cowboying it up is a great way to say it, but we used to call that tombstone courage.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to put on your tombstone, is that you were courageous, because you'll be dead.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, he had a really nice looking gun. It was a revolver with a pearl handle.
Oh, yeah, he's showing off his sweet weapons.
But, I mean, I don't know. Faithless says maybe they want confrontation. You know, you ever see that video of the guy who got into an argument with some chick? She goes into the building that they're at and brings out her boyfriend, and the guy ends up, the first guy ends up killing the second guy, the boyfriend. It's some white guy pulls up to this store. I think it was a convenience store. And he's mad because this chick is parked in a handicap spot.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and he ends up, this is a guy who was out there. He just wanted to kill someone. He was waiting for that moment when he could say, I was defending myself.
Yeah, there's some people have a visceral need to not get attention necessarily, but to feel like a big man. And he wanted to be a tough guy. He wanted to show everybody what a badass he was. And he started a problem that escalated vastly out of control.
Yep.
And somebody's dead because of it.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt there. I was just saying, somebody asked me about Michael Moore. I am looking it up to see what happened. Yeah, that one in particular, even more so. Sorry, what the hell is wrong with my mouth today?
Mm-hmm.
Even more so than George Zimmerman. This guy was just looking to be able to kill someone. And I've seen that before with people who carry, where it's like, oh God, this is just somebody who's looking for a reason. But those people are few and far between. I think a lot of them, like that guy that I just saw, a pearl handled revolver. Nobody seriously carries that for self-defense. We're not in the Old West. What do you get? 6 shots?
Yeah,
maybe
8 if you have a fancy one, or if you own an old school Lamat, you get 9. But if you own an old school Lamat, you aren't carrying that antique around.
Sure. And yes, you could stop a person or two, but I mean, if you're going to do it for safety, I'm thinking pistol.
Yeah, you're going to have a semi-auto. Like my ankle piece is a Ruger,
Mhm.
and I would hate to have to use that in a gunfight because it'll kill somebody, but I'm gonna have to empty half of my mag into them for it to happen. It's not a quick burn unless you're an amazing shot. You're gonna waste a lot of ammo, but it's concealed on your ankle for a reason. You're not advertising it because it's not gonna do jack shit in a fight. Chances of hitting an organ with a 22 are pretty low.
Local news in Florida is talking a lot about stand your ground laws. I'm not surprised. I mean, those have been. Did it just pick up again, or was there another shooting? I don't have a problem with stand your ground laws, to be honest with you. But and again, remember that was not used in the Zimmerman case. That got a lot of talk around the Zimmerman case, but they never invoked that. My son honestly bought me a revolver for self-defense. To be fair, he's 18. LOL, it's my gun. It's my range gun. Yeah, I feel like you want to go, like you said, semi-auto if you're going to. Okay, thank you. Ankle piece might as well carry a pocket gun. Well, you carry more than just one gun, right?
Yeah, I have a waistband gun and a ankle holster. The ankle holster is the backup.
Yeah.
And sometimes getting to your hip piece is not easy. You have to look like you're tying your shoe or something. And I got shit in my pockets already.
Oh, there you go. Let's see. What is this? Why is Sinatra sending me a link? Michael Moore says Trump could win in 2020. Midwest support hasn't dropped 1 inch. Well, that's what the polls are showing right now. Liberal filmmaker Michael Moore argued that President Trump could be on his way to another electoral victory, claiming his support hasn't dropped 1 inch in the Midwestern battlegrounds that are key to the 2020 presidential contest. Yeah. At the same time, Moore used that warning to make his case for a candidate like Bernie Sanders, whom he's endorsed, urging Democrats not to nominate another Republican-light candidate like former Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute, Jack, shall we?
Okay.
Because yesterday there was a Politico story going around about how Bernie is on the rise, and there's Democrats who are really like, hey, he could be the nominee. He could be the nominee, and that would be a very, very, very bad idea. One of the reasons that Hillary lost the Midwest was some of the stuff she was talking about with environmentalism. She's going to get rid of the coal, you guys. She was basically going to kill our miners. Not a good thing to say in Pennsylvania.
No, she's an idiot for doing stuff like that. Bernie's kind of the same, cut from the same cloth in that regard.
He's worse. He's even worse. You're going to tell all these guys not only are you going to kill their jobs, but you're going to completely rearrange their lives? You think Bernie's going to go into Pennsylvania and say, yeah, I'm going to let you guys keep mining. Going to West Virginia, yeah, mining's great. Does anybody think he's going to say that?
He wouldn't even go to those states. Who are you kidding?
You think that Politico article, the chick who wrote it, this chick who retweeted it, said that all of the same people who said Trump had no chance are saying Bernie has no chance. You can be wrong once and right the second time. Just because you're wrong once doesn't make you wrong all the time. Just like being right once doesn't make you right all the time. They were wrong about Trump because they weren't paying attention to the political wins. Everybody was like, it's her turn. They weren't paying attention to how much she pissed off the Midwest. And if you think a candidate like Bernie Sanders is going to win the Midwest, you're not paying attention to what that commie little shit has been talking about. You think the Green New Deal is going to go over well in coal country? Anywhere in mining country? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm with Chaos. He's not going to get the nomination. There's no way. I mean, that's a suicide mission for the Democrats. They're just wasting money if they do that.
I think a Bernie nomination tears the party apart. I think the big donors, the what are they called? The corporate donors, those guys are going to be like, yeah, I'm not throwing money at Bernie Sanders. Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh man. Let them waste their money.
I like how you said monkey when the word money was there. Because
I know, but
the other way.
It's the words are so close. Let him waste his monkey. I feel like he doesn't have children, does he?
I don't know.
He's wasted his monkey.
Kid.
He's wasted his monkey. Does Bernie Sanders have kids? I don't think he does. Anyway, yeah, Bernie Sanders is not going to be any more popular in the Midwest than Hillary was. Cryptic, thank you. It's the Democrats for a reason. Let them burn. They need to have a fight in their party because you do have two separate, very opposed ideas about how to move forward. You have the ones who have embraced full-on socialism / communism, and then you have the others who are going, that's going to get us killed. What else do we have going on here? It's going to be another Biden. It's going to be either Biden or Warren. Warren has dropped like a fucking rock, man. Have you seen her poll numbers? Holy shit. She's not polling in the top 3. Well, okay, she's not in the top 2 anywhere in the first 4 states right now.
Wow.
Yeah. And she was either in the top 2 or leading. And yes, I know leading is the top 2, but I mean, she was either 1 or 2 in all 4 states at one point. And whew, yeah, she's dropped hard, man. Bernie's come up a little bit, but actually Biden has risen quite a bit as well. Because Biden's going to be the nominee, for fuck's sake.
It looks like Bernie's got 1 kid of his own named Levi, and he's got 3 stepkids and 7 grandchildren.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of Bernie's kids. Maybe they won't talk to him because he's not going to leave them any money.
Probably. But he redistributed all their money.
Just redistributing it. Man, I keep seeing pictures of pools, and I'm not looking for them, and it just makes me want summer. I didn't get out much the last 2 summers, Jack, and I really wish I could.
Outside's overrated.
Bernie is a diaper. All right. Do you think any of these guys actually wear diapers?
I don't want to know. It's bad enough having to hear about Joe Biden's creepy leg hair stories. I don't want to know about his diapers or, P-AIDS or whatever. No.
Do you think when the president has to wear a diaper, there's an official person who has to do that, or is it his wife, or is there a nurse that has to come in?
Imagine they'd have a nurse that did that to wipe him down or whatever. The king in the old days had somebody that would wipe his ass for him. So I'm sure that's still a job.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be kind of hard to keep that from the public, the official ass wiper of the president.
Don't they already have a guy in waiting to do that? What's his name? Schiff?
Yeah, he just does it with his face. Not just in the old days. I mean, I hope if I ever have to wear diapers that there's somebody there to help me change them. But it's weird because these guys are old, man. That stuff should start breaking down, and at least one of them has to have that.
I don't know. It wouldn't have surprised me either way with any of them. They're all old people. You're going to have those kind of problems when you get older.
And there's several people have said it's probably because or Sinatra probably sent me that link because AAA is starting soon. Yep, I know. And I'm probably going to be stepping on their toes a little bit. So if you guys leave, I understand. Ebony, thank you so much. To fix your heater, Jack, what is your grievance with squirrels?
They're freeloading by living in my house.
Yes. The sound they make when they get in your walls, man, it's fucking annoying. There was actually one stream where we could hear jack squirrels.
Yeah, it's happened a couple times because they run along the tiles above me.
Mm-hmm.
And this house has the exact same problem the other house did, is that the drop ceiling has enough room for them to maneuver around in there. And they'll burrow and live in here and pee everywhere and cause damage to not only the walls, but the roof and the attic. And you'll find dead bodies and stuff like that. It becomes a sanitation hazard sometimes. There's a lot of problems. It's like having rats.
Mm-hmm. Just big ones.
Yeah, that are loud as shit. Plus, they chitter. So every now and then you'll hear them talking. And there may not be another squirrel. They just do it automatically. So, yeah, that's really annoying, too. So you'll be, like, walking through an empty room, and you hear, gee, and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, anything in your walls is a pain in the ass, man. Sometimes during the year we'll get it's either a squirrel or a chipmunk up in there, and they're loud. I'm positive it's a fucking squirrel, and he's loud as fuck, and I just want to kill him. But I'm not going up there to deal with it. He doesn't stay up there like yours seem to. There's plenty of trees they go play in, and then like they'll come in once a week or once every other week, and you'll just hear this running, this fucking scratching kind of run.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get the BB guns out and put one in their face. I didn't really have any other stories, Jack. Like I said, I was just bored, man. I
saw you were streaming. Thought I'd jump in and see what's up.
I don't have many other hobbies. I'd already played a video game. Let's see what stories we have over on the. Wow.
Sean, that bat was alive when it left Monkey's house.
That's absolutely true.
It clearly was taken to a little animal hospital and recuperated there and decided to move.
Yeah, in the 5 years we've lived here, we've had 4 bats.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
They find a way in. And that's the problem with the small critters, is they can squeeze in tight spaces. So they get in, and then getting rid of them is a giant pain in the ass.
The law says you can't kill him, and that's why I have to be clear. He was alive, and I'm not joking when I say that. He was alive when he left my house. What happened to him after that, I don't know. The first bat we ever had, he actually flew out a window. The second bat, we've only had 3. The second bat's the one you guys may have heard on stream. And then the third bat actually landed in the bath with my son's girlfriend. Oh, she was freaked, man. So they just scooped up a bunch of water and threw the whole damn thing out, the bucket and all out the window. Yeah, she was freaked the fuck out, man. I don't blame her, man. If a bat landed in my bath, I probably would have let his ass drown before I threw him outside.
Yeah.
Because then that's not me killing him. That's not me killing him.
Well, and one of the problems with having these like rodentia in your house is that they might be rabid.
Oh, yeah.
Or even just carriers of rabies. And rabies is a very dangerous thing. So you kind of need to get rid of them. They may be cute and fuzzy to some people, but they are filled with germs and gross things.
Yeah, you don't want any rodent in your house. And like it or not, bats are basically flying rodents.
Yeah.
And I live in them sticks, man. And literally in the fucking woods. I have woods on 3 sides of my house. Actually, all there's just one little spot where the driveway is where there's not actually woods around my house. So we get all kinds of critters around here. We had a snake come in the door one day. Just a little gardener snake, but he was hanging out outside. Frogs like to hang out. There's a food chain. We have the light above or right outside the door. And frogs like to hang out there to catch the bugs. And snakes like to hang out there to catch the frogs. Well, it's really close to the door. And Lady Monkey came in one day and a snake decided to come in with her.
Oof.
Yeah. It's perfectly legal to kill snakes. So his ass didn't live. Yeah, we've had frogs in here. I was playing on the computer one night and I heard Tiggy, our one cat, just start fucking freaking out and he's foaming at the mouth real bad. I'm like, what the hell? And I look over and he dropped a frog. A frog had gotten in and he decided he was going to kill it. And whatever is on that frog did not agree with his mouth.
Wow. He was all stoned. It was one of those drug ones.
Wait, Don Imus died?
That frog's like 30 feet high, man.
Oh, Don Imus died.
Oh, really? Well, he was like 100.
Yeah. Something. He was 79. Brian just said it in chat.
That's it?
Radio
he looks so much older than that.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was drugs.
Yeah, or booze, yeah. Why is Mundane Matt beefing with Roaming? Because she works for the Blaze? Oh.
Are they arguing on Twitter?
That's what somebody said in chat. He had some sort of issue with her. Jedi Ghost Bear said it.
I didn't see.
I'd be speculation, but it's probably because she's got a cushy gig and he's been struggling lately. So there might be a bit of envy there.
Could be, and the Ass Crack team is on it over on the hashtag, or at least they were a couple hours ago. Dear goodness, you guys are great. Well, let me see. Let's see what old Matt's been up to. I don't think this is the right. He has 2 accounts, and I never remember which one I'm supposed to go to see what he's up to. It's just Matt Jarbo, right? Yep, there we go. I have to scroll, sorry, because I have to find out when this was. Oh, man, he's been busy on Twitter today. Lauren Chen, there we go. The Huffington Post said, those close to the president say he has no one close to him. Okay. And she tweeted out, 30% of the time, HuffPost reporting is accurate every time. To which Jarbo replied, you work for the Blaze, Lauren. May not want to throw stones in glass houses. You may not want to make stone references, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, does he have some sort of proprietary ownership of boulders?
Oh, shit. Her response was, speaking of glass houses, did you finally manage to kick the channel flagging urges?
Wow.
Fuck.
Wow. Cold one. Yeah, she's funny.
Oh, dude. And then he responds, struck a nerve, I see, to which she responds, you're Matt Jarbo. You've owned yourself more than I ever could, my dude. Be well.
Ooh, it must be that time of the month.
Damn. Roaming ain't playing.
No. Good for her.
Damn.
She's cute and sarcastic.
She's got game, man.
Yeah. She should dump that boyfriend of hers and come hang out with me.
Oof. Yeah. Well, I guess that's what there'd be. Look, and her first tweet, I mean, those close to the president say he has no one close to him. That's a retarded fucking headline.
Yeah. Contradictions. What are those?
Yeah. And you work for the Blaze. Oh, anyhow. It's illegal to own people that much. Yeah, that was harsh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to explain to her that Lincoln said you can't do that anymore.
I might start having to call her Lauren. I've always called her Roaming because that's just what I've always known her by. But like now I got to give her mass respect and actually use her real name. Not that I'm not calling you by your real name out of disrespect. Yes. Holy shit. Cass Eve says, I disagree with her more than agree nowadays. I'm probably 50-50. She is, and I don't know if it's because she's working with the Blaze or if this is just where she was planning on going anyway. But Christianity's really become a part of her stuff. She's a Christian, so I don't have a problem with that. But I do tend to disagree with that part from time to time.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of a fundamentalist streak in her, but you know what?
Yeah,
I'd still have sex with her. And I agree
sure.
with Sean. I think me and her would make a good couple.
I believe you would.
Because she's Asian and cute, and I want to do bad things to her naughty parts.
Report: low-wage workers are getting bigger raises than bosses. Yeah, we talked about that the other day with the people who are getting the biggest raises are the ones on the lowest rung of the ladder, and good for them. But that really fucks up the Democrats' talking point for 2020. Eve says, I don't mind her Christianity. She has a slight authoritarian streak, though. The only one where I would say I saw that was the porn thing, but I got to be honest, I don't watch her very often. And it's not because I don't like her or anything. It's just that I don't watch anybody very often.
Faithless said I'd have to marry her first. You know what? I got nothing to lose by that because I don't own anything worth anything. She's got more money. So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, if she kicks you to the curb, you get half her shit. Cryptic, thank you. That sounded creepy, Jack. I didn't think so.
Creepy or sexy. Depends on how you hear it.
I thought it was sexy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Monkey never watches me. I don't watch anyone. Every once in a while, I watch like one, maybe two videos a day every like 4 days. That sounded like a Huffington Post headline there. But yeah, I just don't watch very much stuff. I'm sorry. I don't have much time, man. I'm too busy streaming. You know how hard it is to watch a stream while you're streaming?
Yeah.
There's now everybody's we got to Don Imus before everyone else. Ha! Thank you for bringing that up for us to be able to be on the ball like that. Whoever it was in chat, I apologize. You stream too much to watch anyone. Exactly, Richo. Man. The the amount of time I spend streaming each day has gotten exponentially longer.
Yeah, something to do.
Yeah. Let's see. I did my monkey in the morning stream, went to sleep, woke up, played with the grandkids. They left. I did my Red Dead stream, and now I'm here. And then when I'm done here, I'll go have dinner, talk with the family for just a little bit, and then I'm streaming for at least 4 hours straight. I ain't got time for streams. I don't have time for my own streams, man. I want to do more Red Dead, and I'm like, I don't know when I can. It might be a few days before I get back to it. Yeah. And I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Like right now, I should probably be watching the AAA guys. They're very supportive of me, and I try to be supportive of them, but they caught me on the wrong day. And I really do feel bad because it's Sinatra's day.
Yeah, but every now and then you're going to end up on stepping on somebody's toes. It's just the way it is.
Well, the other day, I forget which day it was. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. A whole bunch of people came in. Polly's streaming against you. I'm like, I don't care. I don't. Excuse me. Both of us keep our streams up. So watch one and then the other if you so choose, or just watch one and not the other. It's not a big deal to me if somebody streams against me.
Yeah,
but guys, do go over here. We need something to say to the AAA guys. Go over there and say, I need something weird to say to the AAA guys. Give me something.
So Virginia is right about guns. That'll piss Sinatra off.
Oh yeah, go over there and go to this link and in chat say Virginia is right about guns. And if you so choose, you can also say Jack and Monkey say hi. Just, I just want to see what happens.
Would I steal Kim Jong Un's pleasure squads?
Oh,
Maybe.
and make sure you guys give them a like when you go over there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And what were you saying about Kim Jong Un? What?
Would Dectran asked if I would steal Kim Jong Un's pleasure squads? Maybe. North Koreans are a mixed bag. They are short, and some of them are pretty cute, but they are a little murdery.
Kia says, yeah, Polly got some salty comments about that too. They acted like he was doing it to spite you, even though he didn't know you were streaming. I've said this because, of course, I stream so often. There's many times I end up streaming when somebody else is streaming, and it's like I don't apologize for it. I start my stream when I can because my schedule is so weird. The only schedule I keep is our game streams and the Lords of the Night streams, and those are sometimes that is very difficult for me to do. But all of my other streams are subject to when my body lets me fucking do them. Cougar Knife says done. We just need a whole bunch of people to do it.
That'll fire them up. I'll give them something to chat about.
Monkey says Virginia's right about guns. That's going to give it away a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Tales of Gore says keeping those crippled diabetic hours like I do. Yeah, actually, mine isn't the diabetic part; it's just the crippled part. Sinatra says, like, I don't know. I love myself some Sin. He's a good guy. Let's see what else we got going on in the world here. Mandalorian is trending.
Now what?
Oh, all episodes are now streaming. That's probably why.
Oh, cool. I can log in and watch them now.
They've gotten through the season, I guess. That's
what I'm doing tomorrow.
I just have no interest in it. And people have told me it's a good show, and that's fine. But I never. Boba Fett is the only bounty hunter I ever gave a shit about, and he died like a puss.
He's not dead. It's official.
Don't.
He's not dead. No.
Stop it. Bad Jack.
He went, especially with the remastered editions. I mean, you can't get eaten by that plant monster without it saying "Feed me, Seymour." Because the Sarlacc in the originals looked way cooler, like just a mouth and a hole in the ground, like a toothy vagina.
That's the only one I ever cared about. I like Han Solo and everything, but he's a rare character. For Star Wars, I need some Jedis in there, and I need some and I know you got Baby Yoda and all that shit, but I don't care about the Mandalorians. I'm not a big extended universe kind of guy. I don't care. He crossed his fingers just like, I can't read that one. Only 8 episodes. Is Mandalorian really good? Oh, Mandalorian is really good. I know a lot of people really love it. A lot of people think it's great. I've also seen people who say you only think it's great because the Star Wars movies suck so bad.
That's probably more accurate, but yeah, I heard it's pretty good. Jon Favreau's directing most of the episodes.
Sure.
He's a good director.
Yeah, but a good director with a bad story is still a bad story.
Yeah, but I've heard there's only like 1 or 2 really bad episodes. So everybody else says it's at least okay.
The expanded universe is not a big ranting monkey kind of guy either. And that's all right. They don't have to be. I just I don't care about it. I really don't. And it really bothered me with the prequels. It's like, you need to watch the cartoons to know what's going on in the beginning of this movie. Like, go fuck yourself. I don't care. Don't care. If you can't tell me the story in your movie, then I don't like the movie. I didn't have to watch South Park to know what was going on with Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. See what I mean? It was a standalone movie.
Yeah.
The movies should stand on their own. It's got this Western vibe. And this is going to probably piss some people off. That just makes me feel like they were cribbing the Nathan Fillion movie or show.
Oh, Firefly?
Firefly. There was already space cowboys.
Yeah, it was called Star Trek.
Well, you have that as well. But they weren't really cowboys. They were explorers.
It was Wagon Train in Space.
Oh, that's what he called it. But, I mean...
Yeah, they went from town to town, solving problems and getting into problems. Wagon Train. Ride.
Oh, did that... What happened? Oh, there it is. I want to bring this up on the screen, Jack. We're gonna talk some stupidity here for a moment. This has been going around the Twitter for the last couple of days. The woman who posted it keeps retweeting it. I think she started on the 20th or 22nd, something like that. See this kid right there?
Yeah.
See him with the blood coming down.
He looks a little retarded in that picture, but yeah.
This, I don't know exactly what we're supposed to be looking at. And then here he is with more blood. This is supposedly this kid got hit with a mallet by some black people who don't like honkies.
Mallet?
A mallet. And didn't like his Trumpian ways or some stupid shit like that. My 13-year-old son was attacked for being white and a real Donald Trump supporter. Him and his older brother were called names and beat with a mallet, breaking my youngest son's nose. Racism is real and not one-sided. Help us seek justice. Well, I want to share that again. One part of it. Even if this was true, which sorry, lady, I don't believe you. This kid has not only blood running down his face, he's got blood on his teeth. All of this blood is dry. What parent is like, hey, don't lick those teeth. I need the picture for the internet. I'm not saying racism isn't real. I'm not saying it doesn't go both ways. I'm saying somebody there is full of shit. I think she hit her own son in the face with a mallet, so she could claim that. Don't we have enough shit going on in the world without you being full of shit?
Well, he might have been beat up for some other reason too.
Right.
Could have been somebody actually did beat him up, but he's lying about the motivation for it.
Brian says you need the pictures for the cops. Yeah, you can take those before. That's like at a doctor's office. You could have taken those before you got him there. You really could have. And then let the boy put some tissue to his nose so he's not bleeding all over himself. It looks like he's in a classroom.
That's probably a waiting room at a urgent care or something.
Yeah, this is why I say it looks like a doctor's office.
There's a window there.
Yeah, you got this stuff up here. This is where you go back. This is where you're waiting. Looks like a waiting room at a doctor's office. Yeah. Don't lick those teeth. We need to make sure they see just how bloodied you are.
Well, if his gums got hit, because if they did hit him with a mallet, it might have hit him in the mouth too.
You don't let him clean up at all?
Well, if it was still like his mouth might have still been bleeding up until she took the picture. Let's say it's a possibility.
He's got dried blood on his teeth. I feel like that's a fake ass picture. I feel like that's as fake as somebody taped a banana to our wall. Looks like someone squirted fake blood up his nose and let it run. Who doesn't pinch their nose? Why are there no fingerprints on his face? Well, there's an interesting thing. There's no bruising on either of their faces, and both of them have that same nose. I'm not convinced that's a broken nose. That just looks like a family trait.
They're just ugly people.
Yeah, they just have big fucking noses. I'm not saying it's true, but evidence preservation is extremely important. All right.
I don't know. I think though sounds like we're not getting all the information here. That's all I'm saying.
This account was started. Jennifer. She started her account in December of 2019, and her first post was on the 23rd. And it was these same pictures, and then she reposted them on the 23rd, and let's see, 3 times on the 25th.
Yeah, that's pretty shady. Yeah, I'm pretty suspicious of that. If it's a new account and they keep reposting this, that's a little weird.
Yeah, this is nonsense. This is garbage.
Yeah, that blood should have been smeared, if anything else.
Yeah. Nobody gave him a rag or something for his nose. That's the biggest part for me. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Where did this take place? Cameras everywhere now? I don't know. Doesn't say.
Well, what I find interesting is that much blood on his face. There's not much on his shirt.
Yeah. It runs down. And but you ever had a bloody nose before? Not even a broken nose, just a bloody nose.
Yeah.
That shit runs everywhere.
Yeah, and you're going to get it on your pants, on your hands, on your sleeves, because if you're covering your face, it's going to run all down your arm. I don't know. I find this very suspect.
Reno says, it could be total shit, though. As always, we need to let the police get to the bottom of it. And if it's fake, prosecutions need to follow, just as they should when the left do it. Well, here's the thing. Unless they actually file a false police report, there's not going to be any prosecution. None. It's just somebody on Twitter trying to start some shit. To me, this is no different, like I said, than the bananas or that Jewish chick who got caught putting anti-Semitic stuff on her dorm room door.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the Jewish chick that faked her tires getting slashed.
Oh, no, not Loomer.
Oh, yeah, that's her name.
Laura Loomer, yeah. Where did they get a mallet? Yep, that's another good one. This just seems like a Smollett to me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Keever just said the same thing. Yeah, that's somebody just happened to be walking around with a fucking mallet.
Well, I mean, a rubber mallet from like a toolbox or something, or a shop class, you could get those pretty easily. So I could buy that they had an improvised weapon of some kind. But what a weird thing to hit somebody with. That's a weapon of necessity, not one you wander around with. Like, were they playing? Was this a croquet gang?
Apparently. Becca says 24 to 48 hour rule, wait time before commenting on stories that possibly could have another angle. As soon as I saw these pictures, I'm like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it looks like bullshit to me too. But I don't know. Roll the dice. Let's say 75% chance fake. 10% chance there's more to the story if this actually did happen, and 15% chance this actually happened. And I know those are high numbers, but
you know what did it for me, Jack? All the blood on this kid. As a father, I couldn't do that. As a father, I mean, if it's a broken nose, you go into the doctor, you can prove a broken nose. There's your evidence right there. You don't need the blood running down their face to say, see, there's evidence of a broken nose.
Yeah. Now, my lawyer always tells me to take photos. They want photos, but yeah,
take them immediately.
Yeah, this just doesn't look right. I don't know. There's something about it. There's a lot of little things here that make me suspicious.
Yeah, as a dad, one of my first things would be to clean up my son, to get the blood off him as we're going to the hospital,
or at least like something to put on his face so he's not bleeding still, which will smear up that blood pretty good. And like Becca said, we don't know where it happened or when. There's not enough details here. This looks like a fishing expedition. Somebody found these photos and is using them for this.
Yeah, I just I don't believe it at all. He may have even been in a fight with somebody and got hit in the nose. I'd have no trouble believing that. But I love the picture. Did you see the picture of the other son? Other son. Hang on, let's bring that one back up. I fucking love this. Yeah, because my comment on this picture was that it's faker than Hollywood titties. Because it is. Where did it go?
Scott Farkas. Good one, Prospero.
Shit, I can't find where I. Oh, did I just reply to it? I think I might have. I hate when I do that. I hate when I don't retweet shit because then I have trouble finding it. God damn it. How long ago was this? There it is. I got to show you because you got to look at that picture. This is the picture showing that the other son was harmed as well. Apparently the mallet gave him zits.
I guess by the ear where his hairline is, there's a little bit of a line. But that looks more like dirt. I don't know.
I mean, you got maybe a tiny bit of bruising right there.
Oh, I was thinking down a little more by the ear, like perpendicular to the ear line. Up, right there. Go
Right.
across. There you go, right there.
That just looks like skin discoloration.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. That could be dirt or something like that, but I don't see where he was hit. I mean, maybe they hit him with an ugly tree.
But look at his nose. Look how big that fucking nose is. It just runs in the family. I'm just tired of people starting shit.
Well, it's sad that we have to question everything now like we do because everything you kind of have to assume is a hoax right away.
Right.
And then wait until there's evidence that it actually happened. There's just so many of these frauds.
Yeah, I also want to show this. Where'd that go? I was painting with Little Butt today, and she gave Ranting Monkey arms. I'd already painted everything I could think of, so I'm like, you want me to paint my monkey? And so I painted the monkey, and she gave me arms.
Looks like you're flipping us off.
Doesn't it? I was like, oh my God, she captured the essence of monkey. That girl. We painted for like hours today, man. And it even got to the point where she's like, I don't know what to paint. I'm like, neither do I. Can we stop? No. All right. LOL and the okay side. The other one to me looks like I'm giving a thumbs up.
Yeah. Thumbs up or finger up. Pick your favorite.
Yeah. Take one. China launched a rocket it's supposed to be for a Mars mission next year.
Huh.
The Chinese are going to Mars, you guys. It's all right. They got plenty of expendable people.
That's true. They could build a ladder and just walk there.
Where was that? Oh, there was another fucking, I think it was a CNN article telling me about what people are assigned at birth. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Haven't we beaten that into the ground enough already? You would think that that would have seeped through by now, but no. And I bring that up because there's a trans rights activist who was murdered in Toronto. Activists who raised awareness about transphobia murdered in Toronto. When Julie Berman came up to the mic at the Trans Day of Remembrance event on November 20th, she delivered a speech about transphobia in Toronto. She talked about a trans friend of hers that was murdered. On Sunday, a little over 2 years later, the trans woman and activist was assaulted and murdered.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't really have anything to say about it other than that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's kind of depressing, but did they catch the killer or?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even see if it said. Let's go back to the story here real fast. Oh, damn it. They want me to create a free account to read more.
Fuck that.
So I don't know. I don't make free accounts to read shit. I hate that stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Does this have a
Yeah, Prospero in Toronto, because that's known as a hotbed of conservatism.
right? Oh man.
Yeah, it's sad this person was murdered, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. There's bad people everywhere.
Yeah. There's always going to be shitbags. That's a problem in the world. Wow. What started out as a project to 3D print a Lamborghini replica turned into a Christmas surprise of a lifetime.
Lifetime?
Yeah. What started out as blah, blah, blah. Apparent. What did Lamborghini give them a Lamborghini?
Maybe they 3D printed a Lamborghini.
I'm trying to figure out where the actual thing is, where they tell us. Sterling Bacchus, 54, and his 12-year-old son Xander were playing the racing simulation video game Forza Horizon 3 one day when Xander asked his father if they could build their favorite car, a Lamborghini Aventador? Aventador? Yeah. Bacchus, who's a physicist, told CNN that he's always been a Lamborghini guy and that he did not hesitate when his son asked. The two started planning out their ambitious project in February of 2018, and it resulted in a surprise call 2 months ago from Katia Bassi, who is the chief marketing officer of Automobili Lamborghini. I was shaking in my boots, blah, blah, blah. Bassi told
us.
Bassi told Bacchus that the company wanted to shoot a holiday commercial with his family. In addition, they were going to loan them a real Lamborghini for 2 weeks. Well, there you go.
It's kind of cool.
They loaned him a car for 2 weeks. Give him the damn car. Come on.
That's good publicity either way. Would have been better publicity if they'd given him one, but he was probably like, I can't afford the insurance on that.
No shit. You think Lamborghini covered it?
Oh, plus the taxes? Oh my God.
I knew somebody who won when I worked at the machine shop, one of the owner's sons actually won a Hummer in Vegas. And he had to sell it because he couldn't pay the taxes on it.
Damn.
Yeah. It was expensive as fuck.
I bet.
He's just like, well, I sold it. He ended up making money on the deal, so no big deal. He was able to keep some of the money because if he'd kept the car, it was going to cost him quite a bit of money, plus the insurance. And he's just like, fuck it. He sold it while he was still there in Vegas.
Probably got completely screwed on the price too.
Well, probably, yeah, because he had to unload it quick. They were only in Vegas for a week.
Yeah.
The plastic needed to 3D print a Lambo would probably exceed the price of the real car. Probably. They actually have a picture of how much they've gotten done so far. Where'd that story go? It looks like garbage. It looks like a 3D printed car. Actually, it looks like a Lamborghini has been in a fire. Check this shit out. Looks like this fucker got burned out.
Well, they made good progress, but they really need to paint it.
Yeah. I wonder how well you can sand that down to paint it.
Ooh, I don't know.
I just love it because the actual car, I mean, the Lamborghinis, flashy, very pretty cars.
Yeah.
Lamborghini. What's that?
Faithless.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it just looks burned out. Tons of people talking about, oh God, Stephen Miller, that ain't right. He tweeted out, excited for Don Imus Twitter.
Ooh.
It's a little too soon. Funny, because he's not wrong. I mean, Don's gonna blow up. Do you remember when Don got in trouble
Oh
for
yeah,
nappy-headed? Was it nappy-headed hose? Is that what he said?
I think so.
Was that him?
Yeah.
And they all got mad because he was nappy-headed is a racial slur. Yep, that was him. I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to give out bad information, Jack. Somebody on Twitter asked me, you say your friend with the Hummer, the sex act, or the car? It was the car. But yeah, there's a lot of people who are going to be talking about how great Don Imus is. And a whole lot of you treated him like shit for quite a while because he said nappy-headed hose. Yeah, he was talking about the Rutgers girls basketball team, and their hair was nappy. I didn't realize that was a racial slur until Don Imus said it, and everybody was like, "That's a racial slur."
Nah, it's just crybabies being offended by minor things.
Yeah, and they canceled his ass over, and he had to go elsewhere. And didn't he lose his job over that?
Yeah, I think
lost his job at like NBC.
Yeah, then he got a job with Fox for a while, and then he was on like one of the satellite things for a bit.
Yeah, he ended up over at Sirius XM or XM Radio, whatever the fuck it is. And yeah, they just absolutely destroyed his career because he said nappy-headed hose.
And not to be too morbid, but now that he's gone, we should send them a demo tape. So they're going to need someone to fill that slot.
That's true. That's true. And I guarantee you I'm edgier than he is.
Yeah.
I mean, he was an old man.
Yeah, he's not hip with the kids and their lingos.
And their cancellations. And I actually heard lingo today that I'm not familiar with.
Was it gripers?
No, it was cryptos. I thought, and I thought crypto was in relation to, cryptocurrency, but the sound of it is more like old people. Is that a thing, youngins?
I've never heard this.
You youngins out there. Well, it was Sofane was saying it. And
that doesn't make it sound try hard at all.
Well, right. He was saying it in response to that racist shitbag I was talking to.
Oh.
And once again, I was on Sofane's side on this, but he kept saying that he's, out there to get cryptos and expose them or fuck with them or whatever he said. And I'm like, what the crypto? No, crypto can be anything, but mostly it's crypto fascist. What the fuck does crypto fascist mean?
They're the secret hidden ones that your imagination creates. Because crypto just means hidden. I mean, I out of habit, when I hear crypto, I think of cryptids like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. So I'm just picturing like Bigfoot typing mean things on the internet wearing a Nazi uniform. So crypto fascists, grow up. That looking so hard for these imaginary fascists.
Fair enough. And for the record, you can be an absolute shitbag racist and not be a fascist.
Yeah.
People throw away the term fascist or throw around the term fascist way too much. They just don't understand what it actually means.
Yeah, we heard that word the first time I heard it. Somebody was talking about the military and how most of the military is made up of crypto fascists, and that's obvious bullshit. But I don't know. People are weird.
Time to embarrass our audience a little bit. Brian says, "Becca, cute picture." Becca is cute. If that is actually her picture, she is very cute. She's a little cutie. That's why dog whistling became a thing. Well, dog whistling has been a thing for a long time. It's just that some people picked up on it and now everything was a dog whistle. Like, what? No. And the fascist thing, everything's fascist, everything's Hitler, and you have to point it all out.
Yeah. Well, when you're on the losing side of an argument, because communism's never worked, you have to find things to distract people, and that's a good one. apparently.
Becca said, yes, it's a real and current picture of me. Well, you're very pretty. And thank you, Prospero, for dropping our Streamlabs links in the chat. Yeah, guys, if you can, toss a tip in the hat for both me and Jack, or one or the other. You should throw some at Jack. Don't throw it at me. Throw pennies at Jack, you guys. Throw pennies at Jack like he's a retard wandering around, and you just want to see what'll happen. But no, we're brought to
pants.
Like you're mad at him. Stone him to death with pennies. But yeah, if you can, please consider donating. Also share and like, because that does help. That does help. Liking helps in the algorithm while we're live, and sharing gets more people here than YouTube ever will, because YouTube, they only want to promote already big people. I'm not throwing pennies at him. They fall right out of his G-string. Well, then go for dollar bills, Tom. Make it hail. Oh, man. You know what, Jack? We've had a couple of warm days up here by Michigan standards. It was like 50 yesterday, and we're like in the 40s still today. And then it's supposed to snow like fuck on Saturday.
Yeah.
Is that still supposed to happen?
Oh, yeah. Wisconsin's getting hammered right now.
Yeah.
You're going to get like a foot.
It's 32 degrees out right now. It's our 10-day forecast. Yeah, we're oh no, they've moved it for us back to Sunday. It's rain, and then Monday rain and snow, and then Tuesday nothing but snow. Oh, beautiful. So we're gonna get a nice thick sheet of ice underneath everything.
Yep.
Haha, it was 95 at 3 a.m. here last night, monks. Shut up, Richo. Nobody wants to hear that shit. If you haven't got a penny, a half penny will do. Tag your, I don't know what that means.
Half penny.
But that just, oh, all right.
That's the British monies.
Pincalo said, yeah, it's going to be freezing rain on Sunday. It's going to be terrible. That's why I say we should nuke Canada so it warms up down here. Wisconsin's always hammered. Oh, you mean by snow? Hey penny is pronounced hey penny. You didn't put a Y in there. How am I supposed to know? I can't read. You know, Jack, I feel like these people don't know me at all.
I feel like some of them are just angry.
You think some of them are they just have some residual anger about other issues?
I don't know. Oh, thank you, Charlotte Angel, for the donation. Money thrown. Thanks, man.
There you go. Throw pennies at him, you guys. Make it hail. It ain't my fault you're further north than me. Shut up, Pinkala. You never heard the song Christmas is Coming, the Geese Are Getting Fat? No?
Nope.
Is that some weird old people song? That's not nice.
That was mean.
I love you, Prospero.
She's going to beat the shit out of you someday.
Rightfully so, I got to say. Rightfully so. I can't even be like, I don't know why she did it. I have to be like, yeah, I kind of deserve this shit.
She said, that's sad and fuck you.
It's what they used to sing around the campfire as they were going across the Oregon Trail.
Hunting for mammoth. The Oregon Trail. How many people got dysentery and broke their legs?
I don't remember breaking my legs. I remember dysentery. I just remember dying a lot. And I didn't play it very much because I was more a fan at the time that was at our school, because that's where we could play it. I was more into Space Quest and King's Quest.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't got a hey penny, give him a God bless you. I don't know if I'm singing that right. I guess that's the song. I've never heard that shit before. What is that from? That can't be the name of the song.
The Weird Goose song.
I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Xer.
You know, I'd be willing to bet that's a Southern song, like one of those like regional tunes.
Oh, like all their racist tunes.
Gotcha. Yeah, like the ones about, hunting the black people.
Space Quest sweeping outside the ship. Yeah. Those were actually a lot of fun. It's British, apparently. Christmas is Coming is the name of the song, and no, it's a British song. From, let's see, I'm going to look up Christmas is Coming, the song. I bet it's from like 19.
Put your safe filter on.
A
bunch of pictures of Santa spooging everywhere.
Christmas is Coming, Wikipedia. Do we know when's this from? I need to know. The song is from 1845. That makes sense. That's not kidding. I just made that date up. It doesn't say here. I just want to make it sound horrible. Give money to Prospero to help define her torture a cripple program. You can't torture me. There's not much you can do to me that life hasn't done already. Thank you so much. I grew up singing it in Ohio. I've never heard it, and I probably never will. Space Quest was great. Leisure Suit Larry was better. Leisure Suit Larry, I liked, except for I felt like they cheated me. Because you go to the bar and you meet the hooker and you have sex with her and then you get herpes and die. And so you go to the bar again, you get the condom, you put it on, you have sex with her. The whole point of Leisure Suit Larry, Jack, did you ever play?
I played it a couple times a long time ago.
The whole point of Leisure Suit Larry was to get laid, to have sex. That is the goal of the game. So you have sex with the hooker and you're like, cool, I did it. And they're like, this wasn't real sex. It didn't feel, there was like no emotional connection or some stupid shit like that. I'm like,
there was no soul to it.
But I had the sex. That's all that was the terms of the game.
Yeah.
You have to go find some chick who gives it to you. Like, Then you should have said that was the point of the game, that you don't have to pay for it. But it is a fun game with some really silly ass humor in it. I've never tried any of the because they've made new ones, but every review I've heard of them is that it says they're garbage. I've never heard anybody say they're good. So if anybody in chat has played them and thinks they're good, let me know, because I mean one day I might look at it.
Well, I mean, how do you screw up a game where your whole goal is to have sex? I mean, there's tons of those games online. I don't understand this at all.
They missed with the humor is what I hear most. Because it does. Leisure Suit Larry works because of the humor in it. And if you miss that, then yeah, you fucked up the game. I played what are the newest ones, and they were pretty fun. I played the old one, and that was fun, but no, it's no disconnects, just a party game.
Over on Streamlabs, thank you, Mr. Scott, for the donation. Here, have some shekels to at least you pay attention to chat more. P.S. The Oregon Trail card game is kind of fun. I have heard that's fun. P.P.S. Did you know the remastered collection of Command & Conquer? No, I did not know about that. I liked Command & Conquer.
I have it actually on Steam. It's a good game. It holds up well now, especially with the remaster. Huh. Y'all should look up Subverse. I'll say no more. We've looked at it, Eve. I can't remember why we're hesitating on that one. We will be playing a new game tonight. We're playing Desolate, which, it's interesting. It kind of not the graphics necessarily, excuse me, but the animations, especially the combat animations, they're a little wonky. That could be tightened up a bit. You die way too easily in the game without it being just about what's the word I'm looking for? Survival. It's not because you've run out of food or anything. It's just like, oh wow, there's a guy here and he beat me to death before I could beat him to death.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you died of cardiovascular disease. The game just throws you a left curve out of out of nowhere, like, oh, you were running down away from this guy and you flop over dead because you had a blood clot from eating too many potato chips in the game.
Oh, Chaos says that's a porn game. I'm thinking of Subsistence. That's the one we were looking at. Yeah, I don't know what Subverse is. Eve may or may not have backed it on Kickstarter. Well, Eve, you do you, sweetheart. CNC was a good game that still keeps its playability over time. That's running the original disc. Wow. I love the original Command and Conquer. I played all of the Command and Conquers up through Command and Conquer 3. And that's when I was just like, I'm done, because once they introduced aliens, is like, I'm done. I don't care. Cryptic, thank you. Had a fight or flight at a salon today. It was do or die. You know what, Jack? That seems like a good place to end.
That was funny.
We're 2 hours in. I need to go check on my wife. If she's still asleep, I actually probably need to wake her up so she can sleep tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Especially with the stream, like I'm just bored, and you guys came to listen, and you're awesome for doing that. You're amazing. I love you. Thank you so much for the donations. That is so very helpful, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I don't have the words. Jack, is there anything you'd like to show?
No, I'm gonna work on some videos today, so hopefully I can have one up. Otherwise, thanks for the donations, guys.
Tonight, we're going to be on Scribe Light's channel for Lords of Night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we're going to be over on 2 Cents Plus. That's the number 2, CENTS Plus. The word plus, not the plus sign. For a new game, we're going to be playing Desolate. And as far as I know, it's going to be at least 3 of us. I don't know how many people will total be there. But come hang out. It'll be me, Sinatra, and Satsu at least. So come hang out, check out the game, and watch us get killed over and over again. It's a lot of fun. Monk, you should play Cards Against Humanity. I played it. It's actually fun. What was that? The other game? I like Cards Against Humanity, but the Game of Things I prefer, because you get to be as dirty as you want to be. And it takes Cards Against Humanity. You can get fucked sometimes if you get really stupid cards. There's a lot of really stupid cards in there. So yeah, I prefer the Game of Things, but I do like Cards Against Humanity. Anyway, guys, go ahead, Jack.
No, you go ahead. Wrap up.
What were you saying?
I was saying I think they toned it down quite a bit, and it's really softened the game.
I've only ever played the original.
Yeah, they took
and there's a lot of things. There's a lot of really fun cards in there, but there's also a lot of really just cards in there. So
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. Hope to see you on the other streams tonight. If not, take care, guys. Even if we do see you, take care. Take care of yourselves regardless. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
This is where I sing at the end of my show, because I can. I hit the button and it's not ending.